Greetings, travelers. RagnaroK here. We are embarking on a new voyage in the Warhammer 2 universe, and the Lord of Choice will be one of my absolute favorites, no other than Ikit himself. I think he is most likely one of the most powerful lords, if not the most powerful lord in the game, in my opinion, if you add his unit roster and everything else about the Skaven to him. Hand-to-hand combat, maybe not. But without really postponing too much, this is going to be the launch for my attempt on a new kind of different series. I've had a lot of ideas for Warhammer 2 campaigns that I hope are a little out of the ordinary, but if you take the different pieces, you might have seen them elsewhere. I don't know, I haven't searched for it. But I kind of want to make a lot of things into one campaign that is not just the usual playthrough. And I think Ikit and Clan Skryre could be a good opener for that. But keep in mind as well, this will also be a modded playthrough. I don't play with mods that makes it easier for me. On the contrary, it will make it harder for us. A lot harder, actually. I don't play with mods that will make it beneficial for me, but not the AI. So all the mods I have are fairly even, not fairly even, they are totally even. So what I can get, the AI can get, and more like that. And it adds to the difficulty too, but instead of going through all the mods, I will speak about them when we encounter them during the actual playthrough. And besides that, you can scroll down to the bottom below of the description of the video and find a full mod list of the mods that I currently use. But keep in mind, 80% of them are only for visuals, to keep it more lore friendly and dark and grim, not so toony. But many of my mods also add to difficulty and more beneficial stuff. So yeah, I think they're pretty good, so take a look at them. Moderators out there are doing a fantastic job for this game, and we see more and more of the really popular mods getting added into the game. But some are still lacking behind, so thank God for moderators. But yeah, without no further ado, I think the Skavens are probably the most powerful faction in the game right now, or at least one of them. If you play it right, I don't know if I can, but I'll give it a good try. So Skaven have under empires, which means we can establish wars in any settlement, undermining your enemy's progress, or hide in plain sight while growing your own empire. We'll get through that once we get into the game. Next to that, we have the food mechanic, so we have to accumulate food supplies to gain growth and other bonuses, and to avoid starvation penalties. Food can be very exploitative. We'll get into this as we play. Then we have Skaven Corruption. It's a detriment to local public order, but allows you to spawn additional units of clan rats to fight in local battles. Another very cool mechanic that can be exploited a little bit, or at least keep our advantage going. So initial challenge hard, I think it's somewhat soothing. We are surrounded by enemies basically. We have no shadow of allies nearby. We're pretty much alone, but Skaven Blight is quite unique starting position and very good in my opinion. On top of that, we have research rate 20%. That's a whopping 20%. That's at least a turn less than every research. Maybe even two. I think it's one turn less, if I'm not mistaken. Loyalty +2 for new recruits. Skavens have a loyalty mechanic. It's pretty easy to keep afloat. If you give your lords and heroes, I don't think heroes have loyalty, but lords do. If you give them equipment, if you give them followers, and you keep winning battles here and there, they will stay loyal to you. Obviously, you can lose loyalty as well by removing stuff like that and lose a lot of battles in a row. I even think you can gain better loyalty if you get them higher tier equipment. Not entirely, don't quote me on that one though. Construction cost 40% less for engineering buildings. Not bad, that buffs tech as well. Then the Lord effect starts the campaign with a Warpstorm Doom Rocket. That's a nuke. It's a nuclear weapon. Keep that in mind. Those boys are badass, and we can keep on producing those. and they actually allow you to hit a settlement that is fortified without siege or without artillery. So don't let that deter you from gaining a quick settlement. Upkeep 50% discount for Warplock Giselles, the snipers, Rattling Gun, the minigun crews, Warpfire Throw weapon team units for the Lord's army. Very good for economy. And then on top of that, recruit rank plus 2 force given weapon team units. And that's not a Lord Army effect, that's for all our dudes. At least I believe so. And on top of that, we start with a Doom Flare. It's a bit meh. I mean, they do what they do. They're good blockers. Rattling Crew, amazing. Warplock Giselles, very good as well. I usually get these to snipe enemy lords and heroes or monster units, while these guys tear their melee or infantry units apart. But without further ado, let's jump into this and see how we can get through all this. Chief Warlock of Skryre is back in Skavenblight, following another of his secret-stealing tours of the world. Ikit has returned to be given the position of Chief Emissary of the clan. The bionic Tinkerrat has only one plan on his mind, however, to bring an apocalypse to the world beyond Skavenblight's swampy borders, aided by the most infernal custom-built weapons ever devised. Yeah, so I have a lot of things that are lore-friendly. I have different settlements too, so we'll discover those along the way. The only thing that's not lore-friendly is a mod that makes Carl Francis armor piece black and changes Grimgore to have a black helmet and some big-ass pauldrons.
Warlock Master, your knowledge of science and sorcery is unsurpassed. This is your chance to experiment and make the world your playground of diabolical weaponry. Perhaps the Estalians could be your first test subjects. They may well be harboring a wealth of warpstone, and will surely offer little resistance to a carefully aimed doom rocket. To the north, the Bretonnian dukedoms fight for honor and chivalry. Yet they have a soft underbelly, which could easily be exploited by Skryre's under-empire. Many greenskins dwell in the mountains north of Tilea. They do not know it yet, but both they and the Tileans could prove useful fodder in furthering your research. Your workshop awaits you, my lord. Let the power of Warpstone be felt by all through the explosive experiments of Ikit.
Oh, you know it, Digger King, you know it. Fucking hell, I love these guys, they're so awesome. From the bowels of the earth, the Skaven rise like an inescapable tide of pestilent destruction. It is their desire to reclaim the world from the surface dwellers, and they will do so in an unending tide of skittering claws and jagged teeth. Right, let's first see how this guy's sharp claws, very bad. I would probably restart the campaign if I were going to use this guy, but I'm thinking in another different way. Normally I would put him here and get the experience. But I think, before we lose too many turns, we need to start under empires. And I thought about, who could I do? Normally I see people go straight for Miragliano and establish an under empire there. I don't know why, because that's the first element I want to conquer. And doing an under empire has a 10-turn cooldown. Besides that, I usually went for the... Whoops, that's not it. I usually waited for the Doom Engineer, because they make a Warlock Laboratory or something like that, which are really good. And normally I put that in other factions' capitals. I can't remember why, but I feel like that's a mistake, because it takes up a lot of the discoverability of the Under Empire, and the capitals are the ones that make the most income, which we want to steal, obviously. So for now, I'm thinking, Tilly I want to fight and kill. Satosa, that's a possibility, but I really like to take the settlement out too. It's a good source of income, pretty safe to protect. And then we have the easy grind over here. So I'm thinking, the very first time I tried Ikit, I actually fought and destroyed the Tolsons, but I mean, it's not going to happen for a lot of turns. And they have the World Tree, or whatever it's called, surrounded by 5 settlements, which all 5 make really good income. So I'm hoping we can establish a mine in the World Tree, where they hopefully won't have lords or heroes to detect us, and spread to the surrounding colonies fairly soon, and start grabbing money from them. And thus keep the cooldown, or get the cooldown fairly early. I mean, if we did this next turn, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might almost be able to do it, but I don't think it would be worth the money, since I'm going to conquer that. And the reason why we want to conquer that is because it's a powerful enemy, but they have a port, good money, and they have pastures, food, which we need. So Skaven Blight, I think it's very tempting to upgrade and keep it under lock and key and stuff like that, but I want to try something new. It's a little Skaven exploit that I recently came across. I'm pretty sure others have already shown this or something, but I want to try it out. It might be a little iffy with Skaven Blight, but nevertheless, we're going to try it out. So we don't. Normally I would go for growth and everything growth-like, but we don't really want that right now. Recruitment cost 5% less is so bad. I think we actually go for the food and the corruption. I want to build this food up, get the maximum. Later on I'll show you why.
Mass destruction.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting we actually start with our armor piece. Not that it's amazing. I would definitely swap this up with an Armor of Destiny. I'm not even joking. I'd rather have 10 physical and 10 ward save than this. But yeah. So the garrison, I don't want to auto-resolve. I'm going to fight this myself, because I have a mod that makes garrisons way stronger. It says 25% stronger in the garrison, or in the mod description, but that's not true in my opinion. Or maybe the calculations are different. But turn 2, that will activate and add a lot of units to every settlement. The maximum will still be 20, of course, but then on top of that mod, I have another one. So garrisons will actually be strong, and there's actually a chance for you to defend smaller fortified settlements now, whereas before it was a bit iffy. I mean, you could still do it, but you weren't really secured, so I felt this mod would do something good, and it applies to the AI too, so there's no cheating involved, in my opinion. It just makes the game more difficult. But yeah, on top of that, the other garrison mod makes sure that you keep your best and strongest units instead of having them replaced by low tier units. So you will see Reichlanders, if we get to fight them at some point. They'll have steam tanks, they'll have demigryphs, they'll have all sorts of cool stuff in their garrisons. And that applies to all the factions. So no cheating in my opinion. Oh shit, I forgot about how slow this is.
Run, chase! Scatter!
Played so much Brain Burst and Greenskins. Currently doing a Greenskin one, which I'm actually uploading, but I'm thinking about... I mean, it's a pretty freaking awesome campaign, but I'm thinking about removing it and redo it with all this. I always want to do this on top of it. I should have waited for the cooldown. Probably just escape here. I think I could have gotten. So we're just going to use Ikit and the players to block them. While our range dudes do all the damage. We don't really want to lose units here to a garrison. Speed it up actually. It's not like anything amazing is going to happen.
Yeah.
We're allowing our units to get experience so they can kill as many as possible. Plus it gives us more money. More food as well, I think. Well, I know, actually, so no thinking. It will give us more food. Now, the idea with Tabara, in my mind, is using it as a cash cow. I see a lot of people hitting Tabara once and then occupying it. Maybe a few more times and then occupying it. I don't think you should occupy it at all. At least not for a very long time. Because every time we hit this, we get experience, we get money, we get a chance at getting war fuel, we get food. So that's a lot of good stuff we can get out of this. Just by keep grinding it. And if we're super lucky, the Stallions will get a lord at that settlement every turn. And if they do that, we get an extra grand for our casuals every turn. So that's what we hope for. Plus lords and heroes are worth a ton of experience per hit your regiment does to them. Yes, all these are very tempting, stuff like that, but we're going to sack.
Progress.
We're going to do that every time. Once your magic powers are +8, that's a pretty good common item. I'll take it.
Chief Warlock.
Let's get over here. So Ancient Cunning, something we really want. Ambush success chance +30%, so awesome. Draft Master, not bad either. Lightning Strike we don't need as Skaven because we ambush automatically. Defense. Post-battle chance of stealing a magic item +15% income from post-battle loot +30. Pretty cool in my opinion. Even more campaign movement, even more recruit rank. It's pretty good. But we have a lot of other stuff we want too, so we have to make sure it's worth it. So he can get the Storm Demon. Magic Missiles. And then it causes major magical damage. I'm not too keen on magic missiles doing that. But to be fair, I've never gone for this. I always go for the Sword of Cain. I believe he's a very awesome guy with the Sword of Cain. And I see a lot of people swear to getting the Doom Wheel and the Doom Flare mount. I actually never got the mounts with him, and I don't think I'll intend to ever do that. I don't feel like he need it. But yeah, we don't need Route March immediately. But I think the dude could be quite awesome. Because the second wind serum is amazing. It's passive, replenish hit points. It says off combatant, but it's only himself, and it's active when casting. 15 second, 12 melee defense too. Oh wait, they changed him. Oh. I think they changed this, didn't they? Or maybe they didn't. I just don't recall having to cast spells. That's still good though. Armor piercing, unbreakable? Nah. Definitely better. Jetpack could be awesome to chase enemy lords, but don't really need it. Fire and magic resistance? No. Probably do this one. And the biometric to get that one. And I like the 10 physical right now when you use him as a tank. He's a little squishy in the early game. So we have 6 war fuel. Discovered in battle, yes, we actually got one from that fight. Let's see, the Forbidden Workshop. That's unique to our guys. We can build more Doom Rockets. We don't need that right now. We can upgrade a lot of things. We'll go through that. Right now I kind of want to do the weapons teams, but I also need food stacked up. Yeah, we don't need any of these right now. So let's wait a little bit. A lot of cool stuff connected to that, but you'll see why I don't do anything with this.
Science, sorcery.
However, I do want to recruit. To be fair, we probably need some proper rats.
Don't go away.
Discipline, that's kind of tempting for the future. For one of my ideas.
Revels in this victory.
I'm always looking for lords with knowledgeable trade, because even if you recruit them and disband them, they'll stay in your theoretically barracks or hypothetical barracks, but they still add winds of magic to you. Disciplined are really good, and I think it could work with my idea of having a support stack. So I think we recruit this guy and disband him again, just so we have him for the future.
My technocracy.
We actually have another aggression with the beastmen. I think that's a new thing. Normally, I don't think we have that. Yeah, nothing we really want to dabble into here. So I'm thinking, well, I did it in my last playthrough with Ikit, at least. I get super greedy. I want rebellion, escape and blight that I can fight, and I want to hit the settlement, and I want to hit the beastmen. Now there's only one problem. My beastmen are very powerful. I have a couple of beastmen mods. One mod will add a beastman tidal wave around the entire world, around 1030 plus, and another one around 1000 plus, a second wave and final wave. But on top of that, I have mods that boosts what they recruit, so they get more well-rounded and more experience. Now the thing is,
Engineer of
we have
Skryre.
ambush, but it's usually not that great in the early game, so it will suck for diplomacy, but I actually like hitting them for experience. And we should see it now, yeah. So now there are way more units in Tobarrow, but they are like 50% or less. Maybe I should have taken Rob Marshall. Let's hit this guy first. In my opinion, beastmen die very often, and I think they're really good for experience. So the trick here, I don't really know how it goes for the extra stack. I figure it's kind of similar to anybody else, but as you can see, as the escapement, we get ambush a lot, even though we haven't buffed it yet. You can actually get 100+ percentage. We'll talk about that later. But what we want to do here is definitely kill Gora's Heartrender for the 1k money, and most of the rest, but we have to keep some alive, so we can hit him twice. And then we want to hit Castrak One Eye, because he will probably give us a perk. And if we have enough movement, I want to hit Tobarrow as well, so we got 3 fights in one. No reason to finish them off. They might try and run away and stuff like that, but kind of want to keep them alive, so we can just grind them again and again and again for more experience, more food, more war fuel, all that good stuff we need. Now I tested it out before, and it's actually possible to okay, he's in the front, so the army is over here. It's actually possible to take Miragliano at turn 7, I think was the earliest I could when I focused entirely on that, but it's not really suiting our purpose of this playthrough. Take it a little slower. Make sure we get all the good stuff. I have to watch out for Ikit. These guys are a little tough. Kind of funky how my end turn and stuff looks a bit different here. 3 is actually bad for us.
Storm demon primed. Reels the wind.
I'm pretty sure Ikit can tank it.
At once. Skryre,
Yeah, they're all about to break. I just need my Doom players over there to help him out.
death deal. Die, die.
As you can hear, they chant a fucking lot. That's also because of the mod.
Rattling gun. Die, die, die. What? Scampering.
I should have used my Warblock to snipe Korg instead of fighting him.
Die, things. Warpstone magic. Slay that. Yes, fine. Skryre, race.
Maybe I'm saving a little too much.
Storm demon. Now.
It's pretty tough. Let's get the Warblock G-Sails on the mission here.
Ikit claw. What order?
The Flares flee. They lost half their health, but they still have 4 models, so they'll get all their health back.
Rattling gun. Steven Surge. Doom Slayer. Yes, master. Skryre. Tails forward. Ikit claw.
Kinda want to preserve his health a little bit right now.
Casting death ray.
This guy was a lot tougher than I thought.
Doom Slayer. Attack, attack.
That Spearman, that's probably bad to fight.
All die.
Oh shit, what happened up here? Whoops. Yikes. Got destroyed by my own god.
Infernal weapon.
Oh, that's not good.
Ikit claw.
I was totally focused on this. While my rattling crews
Doom Slayer.
were bugged down.
At once, master.
Get our health back. It's a little bad. We need these for the next one.
Clan rat spears.
I think we're friendlyfying a lot here.
Warlock gazelles. Claw on button. Scamper forward.
The Skavens are pretty fast, so they should be able to get rid of him. Oh, it went well, except this guy.
PrimeTV. Master kill.
I got some distance, we can kill some more. Okay, so we got the Lord, that's the most important part. Pretty bad I got those routed.
Ikit claw.
So these escape for sure. These two. We just killed this regiment for experience. So I underestimated that guy. We have to, yeah, look how funky they look. Kind of funny with that storm going. So even though I'm uploading a really good Grimgall campaign right now, I want to redo it. And I enjoyed the greenskins, even in their current shitty shape. Just because Grimgall is such a cool hero to play as. I mean, I really enjoy Skarsnik, but I think Ikit is the most fun, followed by Grimgall.
Flesh, the best. best medicine.
Money's
Spoil
always nice,
pay for
but we
destruction.
need the food.
Move, move! Chief Warlock,
Let's take a rod marcher just to make sure we get that extra movement.
where are my schematics?
Okay, this is straight up though, and he got minotaurs, so I have to be careful. We could retreat and try again for another ambush, but I think let's
Disarms
preserve our
race.
movement.
No contact.
The minotaurs are no joke though. We definitely need the war blocks to focus fire a bit more, so you can see the Doomflayer's got all their health back.
Ikit Claw! Doomflayer!
Plus, Ikit can't really tank this. We almost want to snipe the Minotaurs too. Yeah, too bad he's on 1800. Maybe we send in the Doomflayers and the Minotaurs. Actually, a little word for this one. Our dudes are not that great yet.
Fight! Fight! Ready! Ready! Clanrat spears! Murder! Kill! Kill! Clan rats! Our tail yours! Nash! Kill! Kill! Fight! Attack! Our tail is yours! Give it a limp! Ikit Claw! Blade! Warp lightning! Casting death pain! Steven slings! Doom player! What? We obey! Steven scourge! Scarborough, go!
Whatever we do, we keep the war blocks and at the big guy.
Retreat, retreat!
Our dudes are meant to retreat and fall back and all that stuff all the time.
Back underground!
I'm kind of hoping we can focus down. Cast Rag, maybe even the Minotaurs. Shooting him with some warfire.
Each remains. Skaven slaves.
Not my wheels. Oh shit, they also fled.
Die, die, die.
So here comes the problems.
Rocky Jaggers. Retreat, retreat. Quick, quick. Ignite the spawned one. Now move.
Kill that big dude.
Spawned one. Ikit Claw. Council's command. Warplock us out. Scarper, go. On Council's command. Onward.
That's pretty bad.
Agree, Rick.
Yeah, I probably lost my RagnaroK team.
And skitter. It's on.
That's not really something I want to see.
Storm Demon. Now.
But it's not the end of the world.
Clan rats.
We can get them again fairly quickly.
Yes, yes. Warplock us out. Ikit Claw.
I feel like all these units are expendable. Pretty good. We get 3 models going. Pretty sure something escaped. So it should be safe to hunt them here for a little bit. Not gonna lie, pretty bad we lost the rattling crew, but we can get new ones. I screwed the pooch with those a couple of times, but we can get them very quickly again. But they are very good. But we'll find ways to work around that. We still have our snipers. I can't remember what perk we get from Kastrak. Yeah, Pyrrhic, I agree. The Minotaur survived. There's a tiny little scrap of health. I think there was a one dude, but with their current experience, they don't survive. At least they shouldn't. So we're pushing our low tier army to the very limit, but it's definitely doable. Yeah, they died. No worries. Yeah, we got the Minotaurs. That's pretty good.
Eat and prepare, heal.
Let's get more food.
Much suffering, pain to be
Circus Sword,
had.
that's pretty bad.
Skryre consumed. Move, move.
Causes fear. I'll take it.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
So now we could hunt and bring down an army, or we can head to Barrow. Personally, I want to keep the Barrow down, so they don't replenish too much.
Make things dead. This arms race.
Now we're really pushing it. We could have killed both Beastman herds off, but then this will be fully replenished next turn. We are going to miss the rattling guns for this one, that's for sure.
Warlock of Death.
But again, these are pretty low tier, so we should be able to tank them with all this.
Block Jezzails.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Storm Demon. Now. Skryre's will.
Give them a little warp fire to boot.
What orders? Nasty things die. Scamper forward. Go, run, go. Death by claw! Move, move! Come on, scurry yet! Skitter, then leap! Warlock Jezzails! Doomslayer! Die, die, die!
I'm pretty sure we can make a big blob around the Doom players. Yeah, it's good enough though.
Warp lightning! What orders that? Is that good? Attack! Charge! Enemy things round! Clanrat spears! Now move! Claw on button!
There we go.
Ikit claw! RagnaroK! Ready, ready? For the Vermintide! Skaven Blight's command!
Normally you would have skirmish mode turned on, so your rattling guns wouldn't be hit like mine did, but I have turned it off permanently by hitting spacebar and removed it, because I hate turning it off every battle. But again, we'll grind experience for warp blocks and our doom flares. Getting veterans here, these guys, as soon as possible. So they actually removed, when you see that they, well, back in the day, when these guys were just implemented into the game, got a message every time you got a warp fuel. It seems like it just skips that now, which is fine. There's no reason for you to sit and click that extra message. But I mean, we got a couple of turns before the rebellion, so we should probably upgrade our snipers with some of that warp fuel.
Go!
Ooh, Artifact Hunter. Really good.
Chief Warlock.
So we don't have enough everything, but we can actually get back as well. So I'm not going to wait
Exosuit ready.
for these to replenish, because you actually pay full upkeep even though they're very low in their unit count.
Warp power.
So I'd rather spend some of our money and recruit new ones. This is pretty good. 3 fights in 1. Almost level 5, turn 2. Rebellion is coming in hot in 6 turns. It could probably be worse. And so the thing is here, I kind of hope they stay in the area with the new lords so we can keep hitting them. We definitely want to get away from this Tullian guy. Yeah, so we have 9 warp fuel. Yeah, we could boost our flares as well actually, but let's get red eye scopes. Ability, hawkish precision for warp block to sails. Ability range 70 meters, plus 15 armor piercing missiles. Boom. And yeah, so we don't have the others. Oh, they added warp grinders. Oh, that's cool. Warfire throwers. What was it before? It wasn't warp grinders originally. These guys came with the Ashen upgrade, or the Ashen pack. Warfire throwers. Maybe there were only 3 teams, but I feel like there were more. But yeah, so every time we upgrade, we also get cool stuff that we can add to our entourage. And special units besides the regiment of renowned ones. And then we have these small objectives. Use a Doom Rocket in battle. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. Warpstone Tractor Beam. Then we upgrade it. And 2nd or 3rd tier needs a Warlock Doom guy to be upgraded. But since we have a Doom Flare as well, melee attack for all armies, bullets versus infantry, speed, warpstone detonations, but this is for characters and Doom Flare mounts. I think we can go a little ham here. Make these really good. Now I got an armor piece too. We won't use it yet though. Just exhausted all our warp fuel, but we'll get more. So weird not to do anything, but there's a purpose with it. We might fail though. Oh shit, they got an ambush on us. That ain't good. Maybe I should focus on killing them. That's actually 2 lords now. I don't think we can handle that. Not even with the menaces.
Which killed him?
I might have been too greedy here. One of them had 4 or 5 regiments left, and one had 2 or something. They didn't recruit anything, but they got 2 lords back. We saw how powerful they were. We might have to use our nuke. Even though that's sad.
Our tail's yours! Glenrod spears! Stab! Yes, kill! Doomflayer! Skryre, RagnaroKPrimeTV! Move! Kill contraptions at hand! Reveal they are! Warlock Gentiles! Now, yes! Yes, fine! For Skaven flight!
Cool down one of these. Our players will handle that.
Now! Look, in quick mode! Scamper forward!
You know what? Our warlocks are doing fine.
Kill sequence!
Let's get menace from below right here. I don't think we need to use the nuke actually.
Burn them! Yes! As planned! Skaven slaves!
I want to kill the lords again, but nothing else.
Warlock Gentiles!
He's running super fast. Let's get the other guy.
Quick, fast! Casting death pain!
Menace from below. Another fantastic skill.
Retreat! Surrender!
Alright, so this guy comes back, so we need to snipe him in the second round.
Warlock Gentiles!
Try and get rid of him.
Skaven, yes! Ikit claw! Enemy things kill all things! Doomflayer!
31. Let's make sure those get away. Maybe those 14. There you go.
Warlock Gentiles! Ikit, yes! Ikit claw! Glenrod spears!
So we won. So we should still be recruiting, even though we got ambushed.
Ikit claw! Counselor's command!
Pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure we killed the support stack. I don't know. They still have dudes. We'll see.
Get to the lip!
At least we got both lords and allowed one of them to survive. So we can grind them again next turn. Right, I think that's it. Let's allow the rest to flee. I thought we were in a worse position actually. Look at this. 55 and 37. If we're super lucky, Ragish, I'm not so sure. But if we're super lucky, they both survive. There's 2 more lords we can fight and grind. These guys are already so Sharoned. And they were punishing them pretty severely. Plus now they're close. Okay, so the main guy died, but the other one survives.
Serve yourselves up to your master!
So we want to try and hit this guy, and then he probably disappears. I have to make sure we can hit Tabaro as well. So far it seems we get a war fuel per battle. I don't know if we can do this without killing them.
Chief Warlock, Ikit. Test subjects.
So we definitely want to kill him for the money. No, we actually just defeated him attacking us, so he might have been fleeing once.
Set suit to war, fight!
So he might actually die entirely all from this fight. But then again, we can wait for Beastmen to reappear, but we also got the maximum experience and money out of them if we kill this lord. But whatever we do, we have to try and avoid the Ungol bowmen and hope they survive.
Nice, nice!
Might be friendly firing these other dudes. Ah, they're still 28.
Warlock of death!
Sadly, we can't lock him up with this one.
Skryre, race! Slay, maim! Ikit claw!
Ooh, the tree's blocking a little too much there.
Kill sequence!
Just shoot him. This bull's doing a lot of damage.
War systems on!
Right, so we'll just pull Ikit off. They're routed.
Doom player!
Keeping these out in case the snipers don't get him. There we go. Crossing fingers they survived, but they did have a defeat prior to this. So no guarantees. They're getting pretty far away from Tabaro if we're to hit both. See, the defeat from earlier counted. Yeah, they'll be back though.
Chief Warlock, Ikit claw!
Let's get some healing. Boom.
More warpstone! Now, now! This arms race?
So it's more or less going according to plan. Even though we should probably kill off one of the stacks for the double experience. I think one of them, yes.
Skryre's wrath!
But I actually didn't think they would go into a counterattack.
Skryre race! Ikit claw! Warp lightning! Doomslayer! Die, die! Ikit claw! Yes, good, good.
Yeah, so we are actually healing when we throw spells.
My claw!
That's fine though. allowed to be here.
Magic.
Still got plenty of healing to do, so I want to throw another spell.
Storm Demon. Now. RagnaroK.
Oh shit, we're already fully healed. Well, it takes a long time to get experience on these boys. They're not really killing high tier dudes either though. I mean, the snipers already killed Minotaurs and a ton of lords. Makes sense why they got their experience so fast compared to the flares. Wow. Okay. Well, we got it. Sadly, they didn't do any any lore to this element. That means I don't know, in 10 turns or less, we'll see a couple of stacks. So we probably want Ancient Cunning by then, so we have an ambush advantage on the Stallions. Well, we're waiting for the rebellion at our home province. It's so weird to say that, but we really are.
Mass murder now. Now, forward, now.
Oh yeah, we get perks too.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
Just barely could make it. Cleansing Ruin. So you got an Ashen spell. There's command strong versus a single combatant. Weak versus a single unit. Yeah, he didn't have this before. At least he kept his cracks call. That's really good. I think we get Ancient Cunning. Even though upgraded Warp Lightnings would be awesome, but gotta make sure we can get those ambush battles going.
Right, revels in this victory. Scamper, scamper.
Let's force just so we replenish.
Sorcerer, inventor.
13.5
Yes, yes.
grand. So it's pretty good so far. Yeah, Beastmen rioting setup. The number of Beastmen has grown in recent years. Deep in the forests of the old world, in hidden caves and secluded desert regions, they are waiting for their time to come. Will the tribes leave their homes to plague and destroy the civilizations of men, dwarves, and elves? Choosing yes will enable the Beastmen invasions in the mid and late game. This will make the game easier if you play Chaos or Beastmen. Yes, we want that.
Harness the power.
All the extra stuff going. Get far away from these and establish our first under Empire. So we're getting close on the food, so we can probably start taking money
More
for
warpstone.
food.
Now!
Sadly, because of my garrison mod, we have to keep fighting these, but I think we can speed them up a little bit. We need to keep recruiting rats so we can actually fight off the rebels when they arrive and do their thing.
Death device is charged! What orders? Ikit! Warpstone magic! Now! Kill sequence! Get to the limp! Now move! Horned rats will! Ikit claw! Quick! Skryre March Skryre!
Let's get right in the middle there.
Storm Demon Prime!
Seems like a good choice.
Ulrich wolves charge with us! Casting death pain! Skryre's will! Ikit claw! Retreat! Doomflayer! Claw on button! Wields the winds!
Da, 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 da. Yeah, so in this campaign, we're going to try if we can make the perfect army, the perfect support stack, and the perfect combination for them working together. And even though we have ambush, that kind of works like lightning strike, it means we still get our reinforcements, so it actually works. So I'm thinking our main army will be artillery, snipers, rattling guns, maybe some of the new units, the death globes, wind poison, all those nasty ones. We'll see about that. It kind of depends on our perks. And the idea is to save about a few talent points for our main lord and get a well-rounded unit setup. And I know warlock engineers stack, so we could get a lot of those. But I think 2 is enough. Or maybe we get more, we'll see. And then we can consider the idea of plague priest because they can spawn units, but I believe that tear into a winds of magic pool. So we'll see about that. And our support stack will most likely be doom wheels, doom flares, maybe some other kind of cool units, we'll see. They have to be highly mobile, super fast.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw!
Because they're going to be a support stack, so they need to move over large distances.
Do it, leaders!
In order to support the main stack.
Where's my doom rocket?
pretty confident we can make something cool. We'll look into it as we get higher tier lords. And that's why I actually kept the discipline guy.
Speak before Storm Demon is charged to pulverize you.
We're very low because we attacked the beastmen. The factions don't like that.
Where's my dome racket?
Oh, yeah, we can steal technology too, but we want to expand.
Turn around the walls.
Scavenger. There we go, our first one, turn 5. So we would have to wait 5 turns in order to do that. Yes, we want to increase mobility, don't we? No, wait, I'm not going to keep this guy, so maybe we should take steel technology while we travel around with him, doing stuff. I think we even got a war fuel for that successful mission. Yeah, so the Oak of Ages have this natural negative factors. I think it's our own character that acts -10, so it's 60 normal, I guess. So we could do this one, discoverability, -40, even more here. So as you can see, it's pretty expensive, but we can get some awesome stuff out of it. What we want is the subterranean pit. It consumes food, so we kind of want to do food as well. This is awesome. Also, the Warpstone Refinery, 3 Winds of Magic. It's almost a free spellcaster, research and upkeep, recruit rank, all provinces. It's insanely good. Costs a lot of food to maintain as well. But we need this one. This is +20. We get deeper tunnels, that's -40. And we get the other one too, even though it's super expensive, but we're grinding money. At least a little bit.
Skryre is best.
I'm not sure we're going to do food in this one. We'll probably do food and economy and spread in the others or something. Because this is 5% chance. We are going for the 10. Building 60. Yes, we're 40. It's only 20 and the other ones add in the other direction, so we should be fine.
Harness the power.
So we'll try and steal technology as... Nah, I think we need him to be better. I don't want to risk him being wounded. Right now I'm thinking Marienburg or Altdorf. That's a good amount of money. We want to spread our hubs out. Even Cologne would be good to steal money from.
More warpstone. Now. This oil.
I think with the next cycle it's more safe. I don't want to risk my doom wheels. Because they are first in line to receive the damage. I think we'll redo Grimgore right after this one. Grimgore are a very time-consuming campaign because greenskins are in a horrible spot. Ikit is pretty fast.
Ready. Infernal weapon.
I'm pretty confident that makes up for it. A little slow on that one.
Magic. Feel the winds. Quick mode. What? Skitter and leap.
absolutely have to shoot the same one. Like we got bugged out or something. Look how slow his experience has been ever since we ran out of high tier units to kill. It really shows.
Mass murder now! With trouble now, now!
Got a lot of artifact hunters.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw!
Oh, maybe next time we should sail for the mysterious island. How many turns do we have? 3. Yeah, I think we can do that. Is that public order? No, it doesn't.
Science, sorcery. My brain is never outsmarted. See?
Yeah, we could probably handle that. Get the extra experience and money from that. Our money is a little slow right now.
Behold my infernal weapons. Many things to make you dead.
No. Hopefully we can get safely through this area. But Under Empires is so good, man. Such a cool mechanic they added. It's just a whole new layer of settlements. Storm Demon. Right now, all of Ikit's nuts and considerable intellect is ranged against the hated lizardmen, against whom, in a rare moment of solidarity, the various Skaven clans have united. He understands very well that direct confrontation with the lizardmen is not viable, but wiping those tiresome toads from the face of the world has to remain the priority, as he can note the lizardmen are plotting the demise of all Skaven with equal vigor. He needs to find a way to weaken them before facing them in battle, and fancies there will be no better way than corrupting their blessed spawning pools. The location of these are of course unknown, but this doesn't present much of a problem. The Chief Warlock isn't above extracting the information he needs from enemy captives himself when the need arises. Maybe at some point. Normally I would actually try and focus more on getting the unique items, but we don't need them right now. Oh shit, we already got this. Buildings -20. Does it not work? That's weird, it says the negative thing. Normally it would just add to this. Maybe because it's the Oak of Ages, it's different. It's a big maintenance cost. Let's wait for the other two to see what happens. I'm a little curious about that. It looks different than what I remember. 2 turns.
Warp power! Mass destruction!
So we have full health. So we actually lose a wheel. It's not really worth it.
Implode! Run, rats! Where are my schematics?
We can't actually reach it.
Go, go, go!
Maybe we can. You know what? Let's do one more cycle. I think that'll be fine. I haven't tried this before, so I'm a little curious as how we do it. Oh, hello. That's money. United against us, Togoan. Very aggressive because I
Good for weapons testing.
I did the 3D thing. Total negative 20. Positive factors. It's a weird redo. Normally it would just remove the red thing.
Sorcerer, inventor, yes, yes.
But as you can see, under Empire expanded, turns remaining 8. So we can probably get all the way up to Corone, actually. Marienburg is a massive trading hub. I think we should get that one. And from Marienburg, we can actually spread to Corone. Old Dolph, but they're both good to get. Let's see. He force marched. It is the faction leader, though. Ah, crossbows.
Engineer of Skryre. Test weapons. Yes, yes.
Very many crossbows. I think we have to throw some bodies at them. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Max uses it. Probably takes one away from us. I believe we get tons of food out of this.
Which kill device do you?
Kinda need the menaces up below to hit the ranged dudes. So we definitely want Lupio sniped.
Clanrat spears. Now, ready, now. Skaven slaves. Ikit claw. Warblock Jezzails. For the Vermintide.
Shooting the pistoliers are not bad though. Lupio is the main target.
What orders? Tails one. Clanrat spears. It shall be done. Quick, fast!
Oh, they didn't cheat us. We actually got 5.
Warpstone magic.
Take the pistoliers. Trying to get rid of those.
Ready, ready. Slide. Stab. Clanrats. Now we all obey. And skitter.
So we can get the flares in and about.
Hit claw.
I think it can stay.
Now, ready now. Skype. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Forward, backwards. Our tail's yours. Stab, stab. Warp lightning. Attack! Back underground. Skit, then leap. Fly things.
I'm not particularly fond of Lupio getting away. I mean, the snipers are still on him.
Retreat, retreat. Ikit claw! Storm demon! Now!
I think we're good on the crossbows.
Casting death pain! As long as we draw breath! Yes! Attack! Tails forward! Clan rats! What? Master kill!
I have to remember the
Attack charge!
Spaniards were very tired. So annoying he went to that left flank.
Infernal weapons! Retreat!
Oh shit, they almost killed my Doomflayers.
Clan rat spears! Skaven! Yes!
Oh shit, my war block's actually out.
Ready! Hasten, hurry! Die! Ikit claw! Die! Advance retreat! We move! Yes, master! Skryre! Clan rats! Our tail's yours! Now, bow! Nash! Kill! Skaven! Yes! Clan rats! Fight back! Retreat! Quick! Ikit claw! Warpstone magic! Warp lightning! Skryre, yes! Die! Ready! Good! Council's command! Ikit claw! Skaven, yes! For the Vermintide! The crack! Clan rats! For the Vermintide! Clan rats!
A little too close for comfort. This fight is definitely easier with
Clan rat spears!
those huge garrisons and of course the
Ikit claw!
well, if we had the rattling guns.
Field for winds!
Why are you guys not driving?
Yes, superior one! Master of masters! Move tail! Skryre's will!
They're all dead, but we have a rebellion soon.
Moving!
I need to replenish my army for that.
Ikit claw!
I don't fail my
Scamper
mission.
forward! Scampering! Ready! At once! Kill contraptions at hand! Doomflayer! At once! Forward, backwards!
I should be able to make it. 293.
RagnaroK! Moving! At once, master! Run, skitter! Advance retreat!
If we get in front of him, we might have him turn around.
Scaring, yes! We move! Scampering!
Even the music gave up.
Yes, master! Scaring! At once! Run, skitter! We move! Advance
Yeah.
retreat! Kill, yes! Scampering!
What is this stupid
master.
bug where they
Scaring.
push him out?
At once!
That's so dumb.
Forward, backwards!
I believe it still counts though. I really dislike that when they push them out. It's kind of annoying. Doom Wheels does the same thing. He was tanky, man. He actually soaked up all the shots, but I guess... yeah, they only have 12 kills. They got a ton of experience. I guess he was just super tanky. Much like Kasrag, actually. It was the secondary lords we sniped pretty easily. We still got him. I got way more food than we spent. Yeah, we got it all. Nice.
This place progress. Yes.
And the funny thing is, they might even have rebellions here at some point. But normally that would be due to the Beastmen destroying the Gritter.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw. Warlock Engineer. Storm Demon.
We're actually still in a really good shape. Better than I thought. Maybe a Doom Rocket thing. I think we should get this. There's a chance we might need a Doom Rocket very soon. Casualty replenishment rate 10% after using Doom Rocket. Yeah. Maybe this warp power plant. 5 extra winds of magic. So we spent a little food, but we'll get back.
Like Ikit's devastation.
So rebellion will happen now.
More warpstone. Now, now!
I think we're kind of blocking it, so I think they spawn up here instead. Oh, no, okay. I'm so interested to see if this works. Now we have -60, so we'll see if it goes to -40 when this is done. Then the mechanic makes sense, if that's the case.
Rest now. Yes, yes.
Let's see. Yeah, 7 turns. We can scout out the area while waiting for Reinberg to be ready. Diplomatic. Skryre still? No.
No, you failed. Kill targets now!
We can't lose Doom Wheel here,
This
so
arms race.
just quickly grind this army out. And instead of recruiting, we go ambushing. So we disappear from the map so the AI won't see us.
War systems on! Doomflyer! Quick bow! Storm Demon! Now!
I like to throw it on top of it because it drags them in there. It's basically the sole reason for it.
Look out! Spellcaster! Tablet! Slayer! What? Orders? Great! Yes!
We have to watch the wheels, but they should be fine. Couple of well placed bolt lightning here.
Warpstone magic!
Yeah, we're good. Right, so I guess the first episode here won't be too different compared to my other playthrough, except this is heavily modded though. But we'll get there anyways. The second army we get will be focused on being a support stack for Ikit. And if this little thing here works out with Skaven Blight, we can quickly set things into motion. As long as we have the capital. Sadly, we're not getting that much money.
This place's
Holy
riches are
shit.
mine now. Run!
I think that's because of the Doom Wheels. Oh, hell yeah. There's so many artifact hunters.
Chief Warlock, Ikit
We
Claw!
actually got a Doom Wheel out of that. No, let's take. Did we open up for? Ooh, we open up for the good stuff. But to be fair, I actually want the free ranks here. That's 1, 2. Don't plan on Doom Wheel. Yeah. Concentrate flame ammunition, increase range, and anti-land missile. That's only for a big boy though. Yeah, we don't need that yet. Let's get one more corruption. Get the recruit stuff.
Skryre, run! It's death frenzy!
Now we have to get it some bait. Just pick a random guy, huh?
The council's voice. I arrive. Have slaves bow bow. Absolutely not. No, need my warp token stash.
There you go. He needs to be outside. I'm hoping for the rebellion to hit him so the garrison comes out and he kills everything.
Exosuit ready.
And then we try and hide this so he doesn't feel scared about our main army. Did we do our little fella? Yes, I guess we'll always begin with him. Might need to get a bigger army before he actually goes for it.
Power before Chief Warlock Ikit Claw. No fair.
This is fine.
Fight me. Die in pain. Pain.
Nah. I want to kill him myself, even though 100 gold is freaking cheap, but we need them to focus on the objectives.
War blades upgraded. Zap zap. Move tails. Bring it down.
it's worth it, even though we're bleeding money now because of the rebels raiding. So let's have a look. Yeah, so buildings, yeah, so it actually is that. Okay. So buildings are negative 60 in favor. And then we lose 20. So we want this. That's another 40. Or maybe it's 40 in total. It's very expensive though. We might be able to do food as well. I think we can. Income, 10% of the we don't need that. So we get 3 food. This takes 3. We have lose vision because of this. This is only money, so if we got this one, it would actually make up for the food we spend on the mining thing. I like the refinery, but I think we're pushing the food money a bit right now. I think we get this. So we have 40 to give. And then another 40, so we have 80 in total. So might not need to upgrade this. We'll see what happens.
Let the bell scream, scream. He has mighty punch.
Yeah, it's time to demolish that one.
More warpstone. Annihilate. Set suit to war.
Gotta admit, it's easier with the vanilla version, so you can just auto-resolve this and get through it every time, instead of losing 5 minutes per battle to keep your Doom players alive. So if you're playing vanilla and you're doing this, it's very easy. You can even auto-resolve the very first one. You'll only lose your Skaven slaves, I believe.
Kill time. Warpstone magic. Storm demon. Now. Doom flyer. Infernal weapons. Wields the winds.
Maybe not 5 minutes, more about 2, but 2 minutes compared to 2 seconds every time. I know which one I prefer. Oh, we gotta keep our army in tip-top shape. Especially if the rebels wait for a full stack. I'm surprised I haven't sent a secondary stack, but maybe we're ruining the crap out of them because they fix the settlement every time. But again, they're not getting a lord here every time. But you can actually ruin the AI economy, it's not impossible. Especially by doing stuff like this, grinding the crap out of a settlement.
Implode their dens!
26.
Scamper Skryre!
Ooh, Grand Banner of Clan Superiority. I have a mod that adds banners, but keep in mind, even though these banners are actually good compared to many of the vanilla ones that are not good, the AI gets these banners too, and there's so many cool ones. An attack +5. Round server affects enemies in range. -10 leadership, -5 melee attack. Pretty good for frontliners. Now we are the destroyer. We got a full replenishment of the army. To be fair, we haven't received too much through all our shit here. We could raid for more food, but it's not like we need it. I think I'll try ambush instead and hope this guy takes the bait. The Tillians might come soon too.
Where's my doom racket?
And stealing technology you can actually stack. So that's pretty dope. Just keep in mind the hero actions you do are not appreciated. So we probably shouldn't do it to Ragland. Yeah, he couldn't take the bait. That's awesome. Not the biggest one, but he attacks. He should win this if we auto-resolve, which we do. Now I have another mod, so instead of the vanilla 10% chance of stealing an enemy artillery piece of your faction, it's now 50-50. It applies to the AI too. I tested it and I lost my artillery to rebels. So it's kind of cool. Actually, big chance of that. So I hope, yeah, maybe we can steal it, but let's see, we should lose this. Perfect. I should probably stay closer to my border. No, wait. He ran straight into my ambush. Let's get this. These guys have melee attack. I need that fear. Well, that's perfect. So he ran straight into my ambush after he raised our settlement to the ground. This might seem odd to you if you haven't seen it before, but if you have, you definitely know what I'm up to. Exploiting a very cool Skaven mechanic. So I tested it in another campaign. We don't need to kill the artillery, but I think it counts no matter what. But honestly, I think we raise towards the rebels to get a quick clear out here.
Infernal weapons! Council's command! Murder, kill! Apply! Your hand is revealed. Pirates! As you wish.
It's just sandwich them.
We obey! Die, that's the old one. Agreed! I smell failure! Come back!
I honestly don't want to kill them.
Ikit claw!
Very much like to fight them again. They won, so they're not fleeing. We just need the Lord here. Okay, catapult's getting out. So's the Lord. Alright, so we killed that dude. I think we just cut it here. Yoink. And we have rooms. I wouldn't mind stealing this playthourgh for our upcoming assault on Ragliano. We'll see by then whether or not our diplomacy have healed itself. Not healed itself, but become normal again. Yeah, so it's gone. So I think we get it. We definitely didn't kill it. Nice.
Skryre consumes you.
Let's take the money.
No use for
Don't really have the amount of money I wanted. That's good. Really good with the alchemist. Skull. And we can take that too.
Chief Warlock, Ikit.
Sadly, I walked too far away.
Annihilate!
Just getting a quick experience hit, and then we're forcing our way to Skaven Blight. This is why Skaven Blight is a bit tricky, because the swamp or the marsh area. But the rebels lost their purpose, so I'm pretty sure they disappeared entirely.
Storm Demon primed! Onwards!
So this time we're basically doing this for the replenishment hit, since we are suffering attrition from not having a capital, and the fact that I couldn't reach. So we've gotten too powerful for them to move, but the playthourgh should activate them. I guess. Yeah, there we go.
Wield the winds! Warpstone magic!
I guess I should have been ambushed in our own region. I just felt it would give me a greater chance of a success if I weren't there. So with a little more finesse, you can do better than I did. Save yourself a turn, I think. I mean, a turn also means something. But the overall picture here is to save maybe 40 turns. Yeah, anything between 40 and 60 turns, I think. I don't know if we managed to demolish in time, actually. I think we did. Not sure. Who cares? It would have been nice with that extra 1200.
Steel fist. Now, forward, now! Chief Warlock.
Turn 10, rank 12. Pretty good in my optic. Yeah, I think let's get Draft Master. Oof, but we need 4 points though. Lightning Strike is obsolete. We definitely want these 3 here. 3% is really nothing. I mean, probably this one. I hate enemy heroes. Oh, we got 2 levels? Dang.
Test subjects. Go, go, go.
Funny thing is, we could be super greedy and actually check this for treasures. I don't know if we want to do that though. It's not like we're bleeding money, but
Sorcerer, inventor. Yes, yes. Tunnel under walls.
Skull Smashes. 5 more turns for the Under Empire. Yeah, we have a total of 60. I think the saddest thing is we lose out on experience, but and more fuel and stuff like that, and chances of items, but yeah. I gotta get that capital back up in action. Plus we're dropping food. Yeah, we just take it. No time for treasure hunt.
My technocracy.
Resettle. Yoink. Look at that.
Warp lightning.
Turn 11, Tier 4 Skaven Blight. Yes, thank you. Look at this, man. Fucking hell. I think we keep it at food for now. Because we're going to drop a lot until we grind the food back. So we can't fortify it, we know that. But we need the weapon teams. Our buildings are quite expensive though. Oh shit, I did a huge mistake. We should have built so we could start doing tax. I wasted 11, 12. Nah, we need to build it. So I wasted 11 turns not doing tax. Big mistake. The buildings are very cheap for that, so don't do my mistake. So our money sucks, but we can fix that. And I have another mod here where you can see the building actually upgrades when you upgrade it. But we could have done the Rubbish Pit for Devious Plans. We could have done the Rattling Warrens for Ferocious Plans. So I definitely should have unlocked those. It could have been a free tech by now. That's why I think it sucks a little bit. Rattling. Rubbish. We could get more rebellions. I think we will get one, but at this point, turn 11, we kind of want to expand on Miragliano. So we get some obedience. I feel like this settlement has gotten more building slots. 12. I think it used to have 10. Feel like we can get everything. So if we do these 2 over here, the last green there, then we have 4. get these two, because we don't really need this. Except it actually makes money. I don't recall it making money. It's pretty good. Okay, so they all make money now? That's weird. Pretty sure they didn't do that. Yeah, we'll see. Don't exactly need this, but the poison wind mortars are crazy good. Kill so many. Tier 3, so we could outsource that to Lucchini or something. I think we keep it like this.
Techno magic! Blast wars!
I think we should hit Tabara and then go for the treasure in the ocean. Back for Tabaro, heal, maybe even recruit. Go for Miragliano. Stallion should be close with a stack too, though.
Warlock engineer! Science, sorcery,
But they
death,
take that turn to finish.
which killed him.
I might actually hit this, set up shop because we spend a lot of movement. Hit it next turn, go for the treasure, go back, hit it, back to our place, and then Miragliano. So I guess we go for Miragliano around turn 15, 16-ish. It is totally fine.
Ikit claw! Yes, yes!
On the other hand, I actually need to grind new. Need to grind food again. We can hope for the Estalians to put up an army, or the Tillians to screw the pooch.
Skryre, race! Go, run, go! Kill mode!
There you go, I was about to say, they don't care about me at all. Pretty good that we have the plate claw though from Miragliano. Well, maybe not. Not when we only have one. So I think it's pretty nice to get rid of the towers. This low tier crap army will actually suffer a lot to the towers if we went in straight on the Doom Rocket. Boom. By the way, if you're looking for Warhammer Lore, just go in the description below as well for super amazing fan-made videos that I really enjoy watching. And I have a link for a lot of ebooks as well, and if you can't read the files, there's also a link for a free ebook converter thing, so you can actually read them in normal programs. There's a lot of books in there. Just in case you want to know more about the Warhammer universe like me, who don't know too much about it. I recently learned a lot just by reading one of the books and seeing a lot of the fan-made videos. That was good. 10 food. Raise the standard. Sadly, that's a vanilla one. Doesn't really add much. I guess we can actually armor piercing for these guys. Boom.
Steel case. Run! Move! Move!
It's just triads. Oh. Teeth breakers. Awesome.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw!
I really want those. I'll postpone my shit though.
Scamper, scamper!
I think it's okay. I think we go for replenishment first.
Harness the power!
Yeah, 1400 is not too much right now.
Let's tails move!
But in case of my idea of maximizing everything, I think we're doing pretty good on the under Empire. Sadly goes against what I want to do when I miss 10 turns of research. So I said 1 tech. It was actually 3 techs. It took us 9 turns to get 3 techs. So we could have had those by now. And if we had those, not that one, we would be able to purchase the Doom Engineer and set up a Warlock laboratory. So I'm a little sad I missed out on that one.
Where's my Doom Rocket?
Okay, my Rainbow makes more than Altdorf.
Sneak, Skryre.
2 more turns. 1, 2, I guess. So even though I want to maximize everything, we're minimizing a tiny bit.
Like soup.
Ashen Triad, Storm Vermin. Native Bubbo Sharpshooter. Okay, so they're still there. Avalanche Mortars. Plague Monks. Warp Lightning. Doom Flare. Doom Wheel. Okay, I can't see which ones they removed, but they definitely did remove someone.
Time to eat leaders.
Well, I couldn't afford them, so...
Sorcery. Death. Set suit to war.
So I guess it's time to punish. At least we gain our food back quickly with these big garrisons. So we can go for Miragliano. I hope we find 5 grand or more
Ikit Claw.
in the pirate thing.
Claw on button.
Even though I would settle for materials at sea as well.
Warpstone magic. Storm demon. Now. Doom flyer.
casual menace from below.
Advance retreat!
I mean, we're not going to miss out on that. A little surprised these guys haven't sent more than one army. So if you also received a nice warlock with a good trade at the beginning, I think I would. Yeah, if you kept your warlock here and didn't do the Under Empire thing, or you could send it up here, do the Under Empire, get him back, get experience. I'll probably do that actually. Get him up there, get the Under Empire back, put him into the army so he gets everything we need. Movement, all that stuff. More damage for your range units, all that good stuff. Because turn 10, he would have done 3 techs. To get this guy, he can do the same thing. I believe. At least he'll start a warlock laboratory. So he wouldn't lose out too much. I mean, if we had the money, we could recruit more here. So I hope I'm not being beset by Tillians. This is also a mod for the water, by the way. Escaping corruption goes green and chaos are pinkish. Adds a little detailed flavor.
Sensors detect fear.
Getting a lot of enemies. Ooh, that's not good. Our dudes are very tired. This is the faction leader. I mean, we have everything we need. We'll get our food back if we win, so let's get those.
Which killed him?
Our army are very shit. I saw Stalia move up an army too, but if we can win this, there's a good chance we can go for Miragliano, but they probably have 2 other stacks there. Maybe one of them at Lucini. We have to win first. At least we got a nuke. A nuke as well. I don't really like the trees. They'll protect them.
Catapult. For the vermin's hide. Blind rats. Ready, ready. Our tail's yours. Storm demon primed. RagnaroK.
Would definitely prefer not to use the nuke, so we'll see. I think we need to get out there and harass already. this pinkish glow? Well, as soon as you get in range, you want to shoot him.
Kill contraptions at hand!
I gotta admit, I hate the pistoliers.
Our tail's yours! Ikit claw! Core systems on! Long demon! Now! Move, run!
Alright, I'm gonna kill the morale. I'm pulling back for the menaces, so that's good. That's buying us time. Don't players are handling that stupid pistolier dude. What are my snipers doing? Okay. I guess they can't reach him. That's not good. Oh, my players are gonna be out here. Right now we're actually drawing away some of their armies.
Skaven! Yes, yes! Forward, backwards! We move!
Fuck, how did they route those so quick?
Skitter and leap! Ikit, yes! Quick, quick! Clan rat spears! Now, move! Council's command! Skaven, yes, yes! Clan rats! Attack! Charge! Skryre's wrath!
That's a good target. Yes, there.
Fields the winds! Clan rat spears! Advance retreat! At once!
Nobody is. That's a poor choice, though.
Slay strong!
Yeah.
Warlock Jezzaels! Clan rats! Scarpa, go! Clan rat spears! RagnaroK! Retreat, retreat! Warpstone magic! Stop it! Go! Yes! Council's command! Warlock Jezzaels! Rocket chargers! Clan rats! Clan rat spears! For the Valentine! Scouting death, yes! Death kill! Ikit claw!
The dudes are routing.
Retreat! Surrender! Casting death and pain! Ready! Ikit claw!
It's really annoying they can't hit him.
RagnaroK! Move! Glenrod spears! What? Tails forward! Nash! Kill! Guide us onward! Nasty things die!
Let's hit those backlines.
Glenrod spears! To the Valentine! RagnaroK! Faster! Scurry! Ikit claw! Wield the winds!
Okay, so he can spend all his healing, but we got the job done. Too bad we couldn't snipe the guy before the fight was over.
Now! Ready now! Yes! Clan rats! Now, ready, now! Attack! At once! Now, ready, now! Skaven slaves! Ready! Very good, master! Slave stabber!
A little scary. Not sure we can handle the boat thing right now. Okay, we actually kept all four alive, even though they wanted to flee at some point. Pyrrhic, but I'll take it. Alright, that should give us a ton of food. Maybe a chance of getting back at these. It's a little scary with the Astalians nearby. If they have a full stack too, especially if we decide to do the mission. We can always sail into it and determine whether or not we want to do it. But thank God he's so beefy already. That really came into play here.
Flesh, the best medicine. Spoils pay for destruction.
I mean, we don't replenish anyways.
No use for this flesh.
4%? Yeah.
Biggest brain grabbed.
Oh, so he forced to get there. Let's loop here again.
Melts them, eats them like soup.
Ooh, an assassin. Let's use him as a scout, although he costs money. Need the construction cabin. Weapons dump? Yeah, I guess we could.
Chief Warlock, Ikit.
So where's my replenishment actually? Guess they removed that. Now that I think about it, Skavens used to have a huge replenishment rate, like 30%. I think it might have been this one, so they changed it. And none of all this. Yeah, they actually changed it quite a lot. Maybe it was up here somewhere. We actually don't have replenishment. Wow. Interesting. So what does he have? Okay, so these are the replenishers now. Maybe they were before, but 12%. God dang it, then we kinda need assassins. They just don't bring the same amount of stuff the others do. Oof, he's disciplined, so I guess we keep him.
More warpstone! Now, now!
Okay, so he made it all the way home. Unless that's another one. No, he's force marching.
No.
I guess they just collected everything. 15.
Skavenbright's greatest, best inventor!
Engineering students are good, but I'd hope for money. And all the treasures we can grind.
Exosuit ready! I refuse!
That's the one.
I'll ignore that. By Sigma, no! Clan Skryre!
Yeah, I think we've fixed the army to begin with. Get rid of Lupio and then we move in on this. I think that's the best approach. That way we can also deal with the rebellion.
Where's my dome racket? That'll start next time.
I hope we have enough movement so we can establish a new one at Marienburg. So almost maximum efficiency campaign, but not entirely. Then again, if you prep for everything, you're bound to make mistakes, I guess. Okay, so Lupio's actually recruiting.
Harness the power!
Oh, we need money.
Where are my schematics?
God dang it.
Move! Move! Thief in the night. Not likely.
Yeah, we can definitely go for this. Yeah, they didn't fortify. On the other hand, we need to grind the food. I keep forgetting about that. We need the maximum.
Where's my dome racket?
We're getting 900, so I guess we'll be one turn behind.
Bring it down!
At least we managed on this one. Research rate 148%. Zero out of 40. Yeah. So we could actually upgrade this. 40-40, so those goes against each other. 20-20, same. another 20 here. Yeah, we need this to nullify the food, and we don't need that one. Good thing we didn't build it. A little money shy in the early game. So I think we did everything right in accordance to borrow the beastmen. Treasure out here more or less, plus those guys. I should have set a show over here so I could have hit it last turn. Now we got new recruits.
Enemies in sight.
And we sent the warlock to do his thing at the Woodhouse, and now we actually got the one here. That's already the first one. That's pretty damn dope. The economy is shit right now, so we don't need to rush this. The only thing is, this guy should have been back, and... Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so if this warlock had been good, we should have pulled him back. So he got experience after the initial one. And do the building for the techs immediately. So we had everything in order by now. And that way around, I think we would have had maximum efficiency. Oof, I managed to upgrade it. Am I a little too cocky now?
Set suit to war fight mode. Murder, death, kill.
I mean, it's good if we do this, but I'm kind of thinking about trying.
Disarms range.
Well, we can set up an ambush.
Weaklings detected. Hide away.
Yeah, so we won't get it this time.
Secrets. Scurry forward.
Another approach would be to keep sailing from that settlement, hit Lucini instead, which is also open. Attacks.
Absolutely not.
Draw this army out, work our way back there. Maybe we should take that approach. But I mean, your campaign would be a maximum efficiency if you do the things we talked about here. Oh shit, thank god we didn't pay for that on the Empire thing. Okay. Faction leader fixed it. They just left Maragliano open. Jesus, we already got the next one. As you can see, maximum efficiency. We're going strong on that one. As soon as the tree hits all the neighboring provinces, even these out here and up here. Oh wait, no. No. I'm mistaken there. Yeah, well, it can hit all these. Not sure. Probably not the waterfall. We got these two already. We still have that one. Then we can tear down this again and do something else. That spread is so fast.
To under Empire. Go, go.
is assaulting. It's hoping for a block. I still think the best approach would have been to continue and hit the settlement after we did that one. I just didn't think it through. So, had we reversed those turns, I would have hit this, move directly for Lucchini, draw this guy out, ambush him when he comes close, move up from Ragliano, jump back home, fix all this. Rebels will keep these at bay. No doubt about it.
All is doomed! Riot! I'll ignore that.
He might intercept us.
Technocracy.
Rebels might be a problem, but I think we should take the chance here. Jump.
Skryre.
Pretty sure we can hit this next. No, fuck off. I don't have the food yet. Maybe we sack it to begin with.
Engineer of
Yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe we sack it, fight these, take that. Boom, fight back and forth. I want the food. Wasting a lot of turns by not doing that.
Engineer. Tunnel on the walls. Knows who it.
No, it's pretty good to sack it. We need money for under empires. We're wasting time right now. Yeah, that's good money. I don't know why this guy sucks. We have to have this casual. Oh, 100 growth lookouts. They just immediately have that. Interesting. Makes sense though. Because we don't care about the settlement going down in levels like we do with other factions. Because we wanted tier 4. Yeah, he kept moving, so he's actually dumping Ragliano. Maybe a little greedy, but I'm kind of thinking sacking, raising, searching, going back to fight rebels, going back to fight this, which will probably be fully upgraded by then.
Science, sorcery,
Too bad we didn't bring the assassin for this. Would actually help.
Yes.
13.5k, yeah, they can develop our shit. Mortars are a little scary, so we need minutes from below to deal with that. Not really, actually. We can, problem is the towers outside. Yeah, wait, we do. We need minutes from below for a good nuke. Is that a special settlement? No. Let's do 4.
Close in on.
Obviously, it would be great to upgrade our unique building so we get the rattling guns and war blockage sails. I'm not quite sure we can afford them yet. Our economy still sucks ass. Until we get the under empires growing, those are really the money makers once we start stealing money. I think we should develop those first and see how far we can get with the shitty stack. Yeah, we don't get less than a tower.
Ikit claw. claw catapult! Ikit claw!
It'll take that one catapult forever to get through this. That's what we work with. If it have enough ammunition, we should probably bring down this wall section. It's always scary with all these handgunners, crossbowmen. Well, we need a quick entry point. We can even get the, fuck me, they got a lot. We can get the mortars to hit their own dudes with a bit of luck. And with Ikit able to tank, we can even drop the nuke on him. Just about got him. Without the mortars, I think we would. Come on, you gotta have enough. Very close though. Awesome. Ooh, that's scary. I mean, we've got plenty of time. Let's see, Windsor Reserve, not that amazing. Maybe we should soften these guys up a little bit. Should have done that. Not moving. We only have 4 regiments here. It's not going to be an amazing nuke. Maybe do one like this, especially with these guys. Swordsman, spearman. Oh yeah, they're barely even worth a nuke. We didn't spend much either. You know what? With the mortars and shit, I think we go in. Let's see how far Ikit can go. You can shoot them from here.
Wield the wind!
Definitely ain't hitting me with those mortars. Splat. And they're smacking the crap out of their own dudes. Tight. Let's wait for him to get his shit back in order. Or at least get through these. It's probably the best way to get rid of mortar fire. Enemy mortar fire. How's our healing? We still have some to go. I think we got a little too far into the corner. Mortar crew gave up. There we go. Much better. The handgun is not so great though. A little healing left. Water's almost out. Just thinking we can be a little greedy and get some of this stuff. Just wanted to be not exhausted. Let's just kill them. Might get army losses soon. Kill it quite a lot. Water's definitely got more friendly fire kills than anything. Okay, so he's got no more spare health. Still got lots of winds of magic. Nice. Okay. Pretty happy we didn't have to spend the nuke there. Okay, how's Ikit soloing it? A little sad I spent the food and the menaces from below, but we had to be sure. Hopefully we can get a lot of food by sacking this. Could even consider trying to destroy them at Lucini. It's also a little bit scary with the tier 4 rebellion going strong.
Implode their dens! Go, go, go!
Another one.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw! Engineer of Skryre!
The plan scheme is discordant.
It's very tempting to do these, but let's do the other ones. So let's see. 60. $400, or rather 50% of the settlement's income. I think that's pretty good. So that'll be 600, and they're going to expand on that. Consumes 2 food. Okay. Let's see how far we can get. Normally you should actually take the spreading thing, so we could spread further and further. Yeah, we might have to go for that. Yeah, we might need the subterranean pit first. That's 20. So now we're plus 20. So definitely want food as well. Let's have a quick look. Because we can give this one, that's 40. Or we can go for this, but that's 80. That's only 10%. Nah, that's not worth it. So 40 plus 80, that's 120. That's 60. 100. 120. 160. We can't quite make it. I think we want the money more than anything. So we can do a tiny food. And then this one, 20. Those negate each other. 40 plus 60, that's 100. So we'll have a surplus of 20 once we get the other one. But right now we need them to spread. Kind of the same with walls. They can have agents here, which it probably will, so it's good to have a little buffer zone. Right now we need this to spread, so we'll get some food over money at this point. Kinda sucks though. It's a lot of money we're missing out on, which we really need. But here we actually have 100. They don't have the rat holes, at least not yet.
Warlock engineer.
Right, that's a start.
Sneak, Skryre.
Now I'm thinking Laurelon Forest might be interesting.
Bigger warp forges. No, Gracia, never wrong.
So let's keep him scouting. I like the idea of sacking this shit too. Wounded him. Back the lethal. Awesome name though. I think we allow the rebels. That's a full stack though.
The lair is doomed.
Pretty confident we can hold. But it would be nice to steal these 3. That's a repeat of satellite, they don't keep the experience.
I will not
Now they put a dude in there.
Where are my schematics?
Sigma forbids this.
I think we gain more food though. There's also more money to be had.
My technocracy.
Yeah, we need that money.
Progress, yes.
We can always hit it on the back track. I'm being a little super confident in my settlement there. I think it's okay though. I hope so.
Warlock engineer.
I just feel like Laurelon will be good to spread around. See what comes out of that. Oh, did they find me? They did. Some of them has to have been force marching though.
Miscalculated!
Maybe not. Okay, so 2 of them are force marching now. 2 wizards, but they're level 1. That's a big guy. So basically all they do is we'll get maximum food. We'll need all our menaces from below. We'll need a nuke too, I think. I mean, they're not that amazing. Maybe some of them spawn next to us too. We have to keep in mind they actually have Silver Sharon on a lot of these dudes, so they'll tank up, and that's actually 4 tanky fellas. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. How many can we do? 6. Plus the nuke. We definitely have to use the nuke here. And it has to be this guy's army, I think. Alright. Tough battle coming in. Most likely determine whether or not this campaign goes down, but just to sum it up, because this will be the total efficiency campaign, among other things. So, initial Warlock, I think Tolson is a good bet for the World Tree and expand around that, get all the money from in there. But you might find other settlements, but I would recommend don't go for those you intend to conquer early, like RagnaroK. It's a waste, since there's a 10-turn cooldown, as we can see up here on the Under Empires. And make sure you build Rubbish and Rattling Pit. I mean, probably build one, do the tech, swap it out by demolishing it, get the next one. So you get both of them if you want to. And then make sure you get whatever tech you feel like will be beneficial for you. And keep in mind, if you're buffing clan rats, that actually applies to your menace from below as well. So it's actually good to get those buffs, even though you're not going to do clan rats along the game. But if you get a good warlock, get him back right after Tolson, because with the 3 techs, you can do a Doom Engineer. Send the Doom Engineer out somewhere and do that warlock laboratory that he does. Might be able to establish Under Empires too, I'm not entirely sure. But take that into account, because at least you'll be getting experience on your warlock. That's at least an option. And I would definitely recommend killing the Beastmen, like we did here. Get all that money, all that experience. Same with Zaparo. Keep grinding that settlement. I have no plans of taking that anytime soon. And you can do the Skaven Blight trick, getting tier 4 ASAP. But as you can see, we're actually struggling a bit on the money part, but I think we're solving it, especially if we can win this battle and destroy Lucini behind this. And as soon as we're spread further, we'll destroy all those subterranean mines and get money instead. And in a couple of turns, our economy will start to roll up and boom. Plus, you can quickly get rattling teams and warp luxury sales, artillery pieces, all that stuff by doing this little neat trick with the actual settlement, where we saved ourselves 40 to 60 turns of development, I thought, or something like that. Yeah, I think that covers about everything. I think the treasure out there next to Tabara, I think that spawns almost every time. Different variations. I would consider doing that and going for Lucini. Destroy the armies and hopefully have enough food by then to hit Miragliano up to tier 4. You need 80 food or something like that. Yeah, 80 food. So just make sure you have that, or very close to it. I think tier 3 is not really good enough. It's going to take a long time to get the food surplus to actually develop the area. But other than that, I think we did grind out everything we could in the early game here. I think we did. So yeah, I think that's my 10 cents on being the most efficient. And we'll continue with this. I made a few mistakes on being super efficient, but we covered it, so I think that's good enough to continue the campaign and see how we can be even more efficient. We're looking at that support stack and how effective it's going to be alongside our ambush capability. But different skill tree for Ikit. We don't have the replenishment any longer. That changes a lot of things. It's usually 30% or something to your army with insta heal. Very OP, but we'll see next time. So, intermission.